Hello everyone, my name is Tuane and I'll be talking about self-confidence, which is something I have struggled with not only in sports, but in different areas of my life for a very long time. As we learned by watching Dr. Tanya's lecture and reading the textbook, self-confidence is the belief that you can successfully perform a desired behavior. In other words, self-confidence is simply believing in yourself, believing in your capability of getting something done and being successful, knowing that you can't do it. We also learned that self-confidence is an attitude. One can think and feel confident and then behave with confidence. When you think with confidence, you just simply know you can do what you want no matter what. When you feel confident, you feel prepared to whatever challenges may come your way. And when you behave with confidence, you're able to keep your head up and put into practice whatever it is that you know will take you to the successful result you're looking for. Learning about self-confidence in this class brought to my memory the 2014 FIFA World Cup. I'm from Brazil, and this is for us the most important sport event ever. We wait 4 long years to watch our amazing national team kick everyone else out of the league, one by one, and get their hands on the cup. Well, this is what every Brazilian hoped for every time, but not exactly what we have seen happen in the past few years. The Brazilian soccer team is the most successful national team in the FIFA World Cup. The team has appeared in 21 World Cups and is the only team to have won 5 times. Brazil is also the only national team to have played in all World Cup editions without need for playoffs. It has the best overall performance in the World Cup and is represented by an amazing roster of all-stars. Players who belong to different teams spread all over the world who make millions and millions of dollars every year. That's just a very little summary of my national team's history. Unfortunately, this successful history has negatively affected our players' mindset lately, and Brazilians have been very frustrated for not seeing the results we expect from our heroes. We learned through lecture that there are 3 levels of confidence: optimal confidence, lack of confidence, and overconfidence or false confidence. So let's go ahead and start with optimal confidence. That is when you're convinced that you will achieve your goals and that you strive hard to do so. You're able to persist amidst challenges. Lack of confidence is when self-doubts create anxiety, break concentration, and cause indecisiveness, forcing one not to take risks. And now overconfidence or false confidence is confidence out of proportion to actual ability, which causes one to prepare less than needed in order to perform. Here's a graph that demonstrates this false confidence, when the beliefs about self do not match the actual capabilities. We call it the inverted U. As you can see, on the y-axis we have performance going from low to high, and on the x-axis we have the 3 different levels of self-confidence: underconfidence, just right or optimal confidence, and overconfidence. Just right is when the beliefs about yourself match your ability to perform and succeed. That's exactly where we want to be in order to achieve our goals. When we're overconfident or underconfident, however, we see a drastic decrease in performance. Something there goes wrong, and chances are we will fail. So now that we talked about the levels of confidence and we understand what the different levels are, what are some of the things that can affect your level of confidence? We see in our textbook and we heard from Dr. Tanya a few things that could affect our confidence, and these items are physical skills, psychological skills, perceptual skills, physical fitness, learning potential, or even a combination of all of the above, or a couple of the items mentioned above. Bringing what we have learned about confidence thus far to a real life event, I would like to say the Brazilian national team has been going through times of overconfidence. Players representing the team know its history and understand what's expected from them every 4 years. But at the same time, because individual players are well known all over the globe and have been extremely successful in their current teams, they a lot of times feel like they don't need to mentally prepare for the pressure of representing a team such as this. In August 2014, Forbes magazine published a very interesting article about the Brazil national team's performance against Germany in that year's World Cup, which was considered the worst World Cup defeat ever. Brazil was once again the favorite. It was time for us to show the world that we were back. The entire country was super confident that we were about to win our sixth World Cup at home. There was no way we would ever let this opportunity slip through our fingers. But the dream ended the day Germany beat Brazil 7-1. Yep, it was ugly. Forbes magazine quoted Brazil's coach's overconfidence when he said, "The team already had a hand on the cup." And they continue by saying that research shows overconfidence undermines a group's adaptability. For a team that believed they were predestined to win, the onslaught of goals must have been psychologically devastating. As we watched the game, it was easy to notice each Brazilian player's level of confidence sink after each goal allowed, while German players' confidence went up after each goal scored. The Forbes' article had a simple way of summarizing the event. 3 goals over a 6-minute span, 5 goals in the first 30 minutes of the game. When all was said and done, Brazil had capitulated 1-7 to Germany in the worst World Cup defeat ever. That all being said, I would like to initiate a reflection about self-confidence. We know that there are many benefits of self-confidence, such as the arousal of positive emotions, facilitation of concentration, increased effort in performance, and etc. Also, as Dr. Tanya mentioned in our lecture, more successful athletes report higher levels of confidence at all levels of competition. But it's important to keep in mind that self-confidence does not affect athletes only. It affects all aspects of our lives, our education, career, social life. So I decided to search the internet and take a look at ways we could find out whether or not we could be lacking self-confidence, which is the opposite of what I focus on in this presentation. And I found this list of signs that could help us identify lack of confidence in different aspects of our life. Some of the signs are questioning yourself when you're not sure that you have the right skills, expecting the worst, just knowing that you'll probably fail, holding back. It's just like you feel like you need to get more experience, you're not sure about this, you're scared of failure. Oh, if I don't pass, I know I will have let people down. And if you're using negative language the whole time, if you're using negative body language, putting up barriers in, putting up barriers and obstacles. Oh, it's too expensive or too hard or the place is too far. Um, if you have a feeling of what's the point of this, being negative about your future, oh, I'll never achieve that goal, I'll never get there. And if there are changes in appearance, you don't spend so long thinking about your image and have an anything will do attitude. So my questions are, 1. How do we achieve the optimal level of confidence mentioned earlier that will allow us to have the right attitude, meaning thinking, feeling, and behaving with confidence, and perform in such a way that we will achieve success? 2. How can a coach help his team overcome this overconfidence experienced by the Brazilian national soccer team? 3. How can the best players in the world overcome this self-confidence built throughout the years with all their successful experiences and fan support? And 4. If attitude is one of the few things we can control, how can coaches and parents help athletes have the right attitude without being overconfident? Thank you so much for watching this video. As we can see in this image, it certainly looks like the German national team's level of confidence was just right. They ended up winning the 2014 FIFA World Cup and showing the world how prepared they were for the competition.